Many young men think like a feminine man through all of their childhood and their teenage years and maybe even their 20s, until they realize this leads a man straight to failure, straight to heartbreak, straight to being unsuccessful. How do these feminine boys think? What kinds of thoughts they have in their mind? Maybe you can guess it is all about wanting love, wanting affection. But isn't love a good thing? Yes, it is a good thing, but it leads you straight to downfall when you obsess over something or someone. Do you think when you are obsessing over your crush, whole day all you think about is her? Will you seem attractive to your crush? Of course no, because then you are just another side character. The loser guy who, let alone impress, can't even propose her. Obviously, she will think of you as another simp. When you are thinking about her all day, being distracted from literally every important thing, do you think anything in your life will go well? Do you think you can do well in your exams? Can you do well in sports? Can you even focus on anything? You can't. If you are not good at anything, then you can't win anything. Then why would she be attracted to you? On the other hand, there were some boys in your class who were focused on their work and their temporary mission. Like playing football, they wouldn't care about what's happening outside the field, who's cheering for them and who's not. They only have one goal in their mind, and that is to win the match, and they will do whatever it takes to win the match. Who do you think your crush will like to spend her whole life with? With someone who is needy, who almost begs his crush to love him and can't do well in anything? Or the one who is focused on his mission? The guy who will keep her like a queen because he is so good at everything that she sees him as a king-like figure. By now, you should have figured this out, that girls and women are attracted to only those men who have a clear mission and who are focused on their mission. Your first priority has to be your mission. I am not saying to treat her badly, but I'm saying you must be focused on your mission when you are working on it, and there shouldn't be anything else in your mind except for the goal that you have. Let me give a real-life example of this. You have seen high-value guys getting a lot of girls, haven't you? One of many things that they have common in them is that when they're working on their mission, no matter how many times his girl messages, he won't pick up the phone unless it's an emergency. By that, the girl knows that the man is focused in his work. And as you already know, girls and women love only the type of men who are hyper-focused on their work and winning in their life. But don't be like those pathetic guys who are free but still won't pick the phone up because they want their crush to think that they are busy. Now let's stop talking about girls and women for a moment and talk about our mission, goal, work. You need to have better focus than anyone else because it is the most important thing for becoming successful. There are 3 things which are very common in most billionaires. First, they have a superiority complex. Second, they have insecurities. And third, all of them are hyper-focused in their work when they are doing that. First, they feel they are superior than others, then they feel insecure about if they really are superior, and the last thing and most important thing is that they are focused on their work so that they can prove to themselves that they are superior than others. If you think about starting a business and you just don't work and keep daydreaming about becoming a multimillionaire or even a billionaire, how do you think your business will go? Will you really become that millionaire after some years? Of course no, because you never worked as much as the other masculine and high-value men are doing. That's why you don't deserve to become a millionaire. So to be successful, you need to work hard, and to do that, you need a ton of focus. Now, of course, you can't focus on your goal if you don't have a goal. It is very important to have a goal if you truly want to become a masculine man. The man without a purpose is neither master of his fate nor the captain of his soul. He's merely a minion, a pawn, and a tool for men and women who know what they want out of life and who are determined to get it. Men who lack a purpose are the worst type of animals there is. Every creature in this world has a fixed purpose, but we humans can choose our own purpose and our own destination of life. Just think about it. Isn't it beautiful? We have such privileges, and still some people are just too lazy to find their purpose and work on it. Don't worry if you haven't your own purpose yet, because you are here because you want to become a true masculine man. And finding your purpose isn't very difficult. You need to know about the things you're interested in. Then you need to find out how much you can change the world with it. Humans have little power, so of course we can't turn the world upside down with our work, but all we need to focus on is changing the world a little bit. After that, you have to find how much beneficial will it be for you, your loved ones, and the society. You won't find your purpose in just one try. After you have done this many times, just think which one is the best and which one suits you and will help you to become the great person you have always wanted to become. Then you will have your purpose to work on and to make life worth living. After that, as I gave you the first advice, keep working on your mission. Another very part of becoming a true masculine man is having a proper love life and taking care of your partner. As I said earlier in the video, you have to make your mission your first priority. But when your work is finished, she is your first priority. A masculine man has a balance between his work life and love life. People now have villainized one of the most important things of being a masculine man, and that is about sex. We have always heard people saying women are not objects for you to stare at. Don't sexualize women, it's bad. You should treat them like you treat your other male friends, but they are not your male friends, are they? Women and men are different, and that's why a masculine man always treats the women specially. He treats the women with all his respect, but not like a man. Those men who say you shouldn't sexualize women, you'll see one common thing among them, that they never get any girls. Sure, girls might like to hang out with a guy who is just as feminine as girls are, but when it's about sex, no girl chooses that pathetic guy to spend her time with. Because the first thing girls notice about you is your sexual energy. Of course, no girl will stay with a guy who can't satisfy her. That's common sense. While choosing her life partner, she will choose the masculine guy who is good at everything, even sex. I'm not telling you to be needy for sex. I'm telling you to appreciate the beauty of women. Sexual desires inside a man is very normal. Our masculine ancestors have built this feeling after thousands of years of staying with women. And women also need men for their desires to be completed. But remember, the worst person you can be is one of those guys who are afraid to propose their crush, who are too shy to say a good thanks to their partner. A little appreciation will make her day. We all know women love to be praised, and you should praise her for little things that she does for you every day. It is one of the most important things in a relationship after all. But don't always keep praising her. If you do something too much, it loses its value. Find some special times to do something special for her. Don't try to do special things all the time. You'll lose your value if you do special things for her all time. If you do this, you will seem like a needy person to her, who is always trying to impress her, and maybe you are afraid that she will leave you. Then this will create an ego in her mind. And nothing is worse than that useless ego in your crush's or partner's mind, that she is superior than you in every way. Masculine men handle their own problems and don't blame things on others or the system. Wherever you look, you can see those people who just blame things on others. Be true to yourself. Do you think those guys can ever be called masculine? No, because they can't do anything on their own. We were born in this world to fight and survive and reproduce. But these guys just start crying whenever there is a problem. Even in small problems, they just give up. Or maybe they are too lazy to even try. Whatever the reason is, the point is that they don't know how to handle their own problems. But humans feel an unease when they have a problem or when they try to ignore a problem. That's why these weak guys blame others for their own problems. Deep inside them, they know that it's their fault. But most of them are in such a bad situation that they just keep making themselves believe they are not at fault here. And if you tell them that they can fix their problems by working hard, or they can surely think of a solution, then they will tell you with a sad face that some things cannot be fixed. And some of them might even argue with you about this. But don't be like these foolish people. One thing you must remember all the time is that everything can be fixed with effort. Any problem you have, may it be financial, relationship, physical, or mental problem, it has a solution. Isn't it just obvious that every problem must have a solution? Now that I have said this, doesn't it feel like it's common sense believing that every problem has a solution? If you are depressed, you can fix it. If you are an introvert, but you want to start talking with people, then this is a problem to you. But you can fix this. You have a bad body shape. You can fix that. In short, any problem you are suffering from can be solved. If it is a big problem, then surely it will take some time and a lot of efforts to reach your destination, but you can do it. So now that we know you can stop any bad thing from taking over your life, is it right to say that problem exists because you didn't take the right actions when you should have taken? That means it is your fault that you are suffering. But don't get sad, because that would be just a waste of time. If you can think about some solutions to your problems instead of crying over them, then why not just choose the path that will lead you to peace, success, and fulfillment? A truly masculine man is always careful about what he is doing, how he is doing it, and how can he improve on this thing. Now, I am not telling you to think these while you are focused on your mission, your hard work. I'm telling you to think these things before starting to work and after you have finished your work. That work can be anything. First of all, let me answer that, why you need to keep thinking while doing every one of your work. Before you start to do anything, you must think rationally about that first. Doing something, and when it turns out to be a bad thing, then regretting why we did this. Surely none of you want to be in that situation. Regret is the most painful thing that exists in this world. That's why you need to think about what you're doing and what goods and bads will it bring towards you before you do anything. This will save you from the misery of regret. Now I need to clear out the second point, that why you should consider how you're doing your work. Listen carefully. There are thousands of, not millions of talented and smart people out there. That means the work you are doing right now, someone might have already done it in the past, and they might have done it better that you could do. And through the use of internet, you can easily find out about anything. Now, when you find their tactics, don't copy them. A man truly hurts his own self-respect when he becomes a copycat. But you can be inspired by great people. You can use your own unique idea or tactic and mix it up with the other one you found. By doing this, not just your time will be saved, but also your work will be better than it would have been without any guidance. Now, the last thing I told you, this section is that you have to think about how you can improve on your work. When you do something again and again, you automatically improve your skill on that particular thing. Now just think about what happens when you combine instincts and your thoughts together. It's like a compound of skills. Think about it like this. You did something and you automatically improved on that area, but after that you thought about how you can be even better. Then you find out a better way of doing it. If you do that thing next time, then you will be 2 times, 3 times, or maybe even 4 times better on that, depending on how you can think. Be fearless. This is one of the most important things about becoming a masculine man. Being fearless doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means having control over your fear, because fear is a primal instinct. It is a reflex our ancestors developed to protect themselves from dangers which they can't handle, and it saved them from dying. That's why we were able to be born today. But you must learn to overcome it, because everything you want is on the other side of fear. I'll explain it to you. More than 95% of the people are unsuccessful because they miss opportunities. And why do they miss opportunities? Because of fear. Fear of losing their wealth, fear of losing their time, fear of losing their life. That's why they can't use opportunities. Then they blame that they didn't ever get any opportunities. And slowly, they get so far away from it that they can't even distinguish between what is an opportunity and what is a trap. And they still think it's not their fault. But we know it's just their fault, that they couldn't overcome and take control of their fears. On the other hand, a masculine and successful man has his fear on control. He already overcame fear, and with his knowledge, he can distinguish between opportunities and modern traps. A truly masculine man has knowledge and power both. That's how he has unbreakable confidence. With that, he gains wealth and power. But do you know what never changes in his mind? It is the crave for more knowledge. Because we live a small life compared to this universe and earth. In that small fraction of time, we try to gain as much knowledge and power as possible. But there's no ending of knowledge. We can never know everything. Humans will die without knowing so many things of this universe. That's why a masculine man never misses the opportunity to learn new things and gain knowledge. No knowledge is worthless to him. This is known as the white belt mindset. Usually black belt is highest in martial arts, so when men achieve that belt, they think they have learned everything. But in truth, the true hard path of their journey just begun. Most of these men never try to learn anything after that because of their ignorance. But there are a few masculine men who will surpass them, because these masculine men always strive for more strength and knowledge. They have achieved the black belt, but they still believe in the fact that there are so many things still undiscovered by them. Just like a white belt martial artist, they are always ready to learn new things. And that's why they surpass all of the ignorant people of society. I've told you everything that is possible to tell in one video, but there's so much more to becoming a true masculine man than just following only 5 or 6 advices. That's why if you really want to become a masculine man, you can check out some other videos too. And also you can ask me any questions in the comment section.